Right, gonna do this package here. It's part of Mailbag. It's the only item I've got right now. Well, yeah, for now at least. Let's see what's in this. I don't know what this is. Guess we'll find out. And a tripod over. Okay, it's a box. Another AliExpress item, I'm guessing. Right. Oh, right. Okay. It's the. This is supposed to be desoldering tools. So I'll just zoom this in actually, so you can get a better look. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Right. Okay, so what these are, I'm getting the camera now zoomed in. These are little needles. So these have a hole down the centre. So the idea is when you do soldering, you melt the solder and on the component legs, and then you push one of these needles over the component to disconnect it from the via and the trace. So then you just pull the component out. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Very bright, isn't it? It's flitting back a lot. Yeah, maybe I'll zoom back out a bit. Yeah, so that's what those are for. I guess there you go. There's the sizings on here. So it says 1mm there. So it goes 0.8, 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, 2, 1.2. And that's a different piece. That's a This is a spike. It's got a point on it. So I'm not quite sure that's what makes it clearing the hole after. But yeah, okay, so I'll have to give those a go sometime. Apparently quite handy. I saw them online somewhere. I can't remember where. Someone had some, they're trying them out or using them. And I thought, oh yeah, it could be worth a try, and got something tricky to desolder. Right, another quick little mailbag. Well, part of one anyway. I was going to do bits as they come in, I think, rather than trying to build up a collection of stuff. I've got a suspicion of what this is. CA3096E. That's what I purchased for doing the Fluke 6060B, because I wasn't sure if they were okay or not, so I bought some. Ordered these about 1.5 months ago now, and yeah, obviously they're a bit slow to actually get them in. Obviously that's from China, so yeah. Right, this, I know what this is. Upgrade to my wife's computer, which she doesn't know she's getting yet. So you've got some more RAM. It should be, yep, there we go. 2 8GB chips, so it's an 8GB DDR3L 1866. The current memory in there is 1600. I think it only runs 1600 anyway, but I thought, well, I'm going to get RAM, I might as well put in a better one. And it's supposed to be compatible, so it should work. And a 1GB SSD drive, the MX300. We need to change that blade. Comes with Conis. And right. Here she is. Comes with an adapter plate as well. I don't think I need to use that though. I think the drive will fit perfectly as it is. So yeah, it's cool. That's it for now. Right, another bit for the mailbag segment. Cut the package. I've already opened this one up a bit, but ignore the stuff in the background. That's something I'm working on. OWC, Other World Computing, although they tend to go by Mac sales now. I know what this is, obviously. It's a optical drive. Installation kit for my computer. Came with all the bits and pieces. All right. LG Blu Ray reader, 16 times. All right. So it's actually a Blu Ray, not a DVD. Comes with adapter kit here for standard 4-wire power to SC SATA power, and a SATA connection cable, right angle one, because it needs that to get onto the board because of the angles in there. Oh look, a sticker. Right. Oh, apparently it's got some built-in stuff too. Awesome. So I'll cover that up so you can't see it. Apparently it's got Smile software, disk label, so for printing labels, okay, and Process Engineering Data Backup 3. I think I might already have that actually. Anyway, so I've got those two apparently. Now this drive is for my Mac Pro, which has to be one of these things. Well, that's the wrong version. Yeah, you get the idea. This one here is. I've already done this once. The original optical drive crapped out. Well, it started getting a bit dodgy, so I actually put a second drive in. So I've got 2 CD drives in it, and the second drive played up a little bit the other day. I was thinking, oh, well, the first drive is now basically completely stuffed, which is the original drive that came with the computer. So I thought, right, I'll replace it with a new drive. So here we go, an LG Blu Ray drive. I thought, well, if I'm going to upgrade it, I might as well put the latest in there. So yeah, just serial connection on the back there. Nothing too exciting. It's pretty plain. So that can go into the computer, which is pretty awesome. I might actually do a video of me fitting that, but it's very fiddly and a bit awkward, so I might not. I'm tempting to do it as a how-to thing, but yeah, it's a bit awkward to do. So anyway, that, and last time when I replaced the drive originally, well, when I did the second drive, I got it from AWC as well, and the instructions were good enough, they weren't too bad at all. I don't think there's anything lacking in them. Gives you the full details of which bits to pull out. Yeah, because you have to take the rack assembly out, take the drive bay out, cards. Then you've got to take this fan assembly out. You do all of that just to get to the SATA ports. Take off the fan cowling out. Is that right section? I'm not. I was skipping through that. That's the older version. Yeah, okay. So this is the version I've got, 2008 version. So it's pretty much the same thing. Now you've got to pull drive out, got to pull the fan cowling out. This assembly here, which is magnetic, and that'll then actually get to these SATA ports which are on the board here, and you just plug into that. The awkward thing of those is that they're right angled, but I'm hoping I'll actually get onto both of them, because if you look, they're really close together and you can't put a straight connector on. So we'll see. I might have a problem there. But yeah, it could be an issue. Fine, I'll just have to replace the bottom drive instead. But I might have another SATA connection. Yeah, actually I could probably run a SATA cable to a hard drive bay instead and just do it that way. Anyway, this won't treat itself as a drive, then it'll just do it as a hard drive. I'll sort that when I come to it anyway. that's the first part. That took me a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, waffling on quite a bit there. Next one. I don't know what this is yet. It's probably another Chinese purchase. Well, China purchase from AliExpress, most likely. Okay. Ah, right. Interesting. That box looks almost identical to, in style. It is LP as the other cameras I purchased not long ago. So it's another camera, USB camera. 8 megapixel camera, apparently. And it's a USB one. I have a plan for this. It's nice packaging anyway. Okay, the size of this thing. Wow. Okay. It comes with a nice cable here, USB plug on it, and a matching connector for this. So, it's 8 megapixel. It's got a camera mount here too, which is good, so you can put it onto a tripod. Very handy. Adjustable zoom and focus. So, and that unscrews. Look at that. Adjust changeable lenses. Wasn't expecting that. No, we'll get back on again. Here we go. Anyway, so it's got a little lens cap there too. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's no thread on the end section, I don't think. Doesn't like it, no. But then I wasn't expecting even that bit to be threaded. So, and it's got a locking screw here. You can actually put a screw in there to lock that in place. From the looks of it. No, it's not part of that part. Maybe it's for a different lens option or something. The grub screw there, so I don't know. Anyway, that feels quite nice. It feels quite solid. It actually looks like a fairly quality construction. But yeah, what I was basically thinking of with this is, because I'm currently using my phone for recording, I thought I'll try seeing if I can set up a different camera angle. You know, because the phone isn't always ideal. It works, you know, it does the job. It's got good enough quality, certainly. This thing can record in 4K, but you know, I don't. But I was thinking, well, I could possibly mount this camera above my bench somewhere in order to try and get different views. I don't particularly like the straight down view. You'll see from other videos, there's a couple names escape me. I hate names. Nah, can't think of them. Anyway, I've seen other bloggers who have had straight down videos. I mean, they give quite good views in some ways, but it's a weird angle. I don't particularly like it, but I mean, if you've got a camera directly above, at least you're getting a quite good view of it. So I think in that aspect it's probably slightly better. But, so yeah, I was going to see if I can mount this some way, or have a tripod on my bench or something to one side where I can angle it down and get a different view from what my camera does. Have it like fixed in place or something. This is quite heavy. But yeah, it means I can then record on the computer instead. But the issue I've got with that right now is that I'm still happy with the microphone I got for the computer. It's very quiet, and it's less than ideal. And because it's not very quiet, I don't like it. So anyway, that's those for now. That'll do for now. Right, little mailbag section. Another piece here. I've already cut it open. Don't know what's in it yet. Oh, okay. Right, it's looking like what? That's interesting. That's my knife. There. Okay, I'm pretty sure the shield is supposed to actually be attached to the board. Anyway, it's a RF amplifier. Just a little one. Might be good for like a receiver preamp or something, or a sniffer probe or something like that I was thinking of. But the good thing about the shield not being attached for some really odd reason is you can see it. I can get the focus on it and stuff. There you go. Can't see any markings on the actual transistor. Yeah. And on the back. So yeah, I'll get one of them. It's worth a play around, but yeah, obviously the shield is supposed to be attached to the board. Hasn't even been soldered by the looks of it. Yeah, it's not been soldered. So that's not a big deal. I'll just put it on and fix that. So I figured out why the shield's not on there. It's got 3 solder tabs on it. The board has only got 2 holes, one top, one bottom. So it's actually not possible to put the shield on in its current state, because I'll just cut a tab off. Right, another little mailbag segment. You have to excuse the background noise. I know you can't hear it on some of the videos. It's starting to come into summertime now here, and it's starting to get a bit warm. So I've got a air conditioning unit in this room, and unfortunately it's a little bit noisy. But it needs to be on. So I already pretty much know what's in here, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Once I figure out how to get into the box. Let's see. It's almost like a puzzle, isn't it, these things? Can you get into the box without wrecking it? Let's see. Yeah, right. We're in. Oh, look. They always give us, well, some traders give us these things. Hey, customer. Awesome. So good they gave me 2. It's quite, it's nice to see a bit of effort put in by some of these Chinese sellers. I mean, this is from AliExpress. And, seeing that the fact that they're probably willing to stand behind this product by including this information, it says, look, we want you to come back, which is good, because it means this is a good thing. Because they won't ask you to come back if it's crap, will they? So anyway, we'll tuck that in there. I buy stuff as I see it and as I need it, so I'm not necessarily not going to buy it from the same person. It'll just be what's the right price at the right time. But also something to be said about finding sellers which don't sell you rubbish. Takes that risk away. So here we go. One keyboard. So this is for a Mac Pro. Sorry, a MacBook Pro. No, not even that. A MacBook. Wasn't quite a Pro. It's just before the Pro came out. So I already did a little video on me doing some repair work on that and replacing the hard drive and stuff like that. And the keyboard was knackered on it. Let's have a look in here, see if we can see any dirt. It looks fine. It's a little bit, maybe it's a bit corroded, not sure. But bit of crap over there. But it looks alright generally. So I'm trying a different camera angle out. I'm hoping it comes out alright. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, this has been used. I can see I think it has anyway. Just trying to see if I can see any screw marks. I think there are screw marks. So I think it is a pulled out one, especially that's been bent around as well, so it's out of a refurb, I reckon. But as long as the keyboard works, I really don't care. This is for my son's computer. And yeah, it looks nice enough. Looks like at least very well cleaned. Doesn't look dirty. And no, we'll have to see. Oh, a bit of dirt on that connector there. The tape residue. That's right. But yeah. See, currently my son's keyboard doesn't work, so you know, we'll see. I hope it works. So when I come to do this, I'll do another video of installing this into the keyboard or into the machine probably. Oh, I don't know. I've already done a video pulling it out, the existing one, and rebuilding it again, so I probably won't bother because it's going to be too similar. But, anyway, I thought I'd sort of show that part of the Mailbag. Another thing I purchased. That wasn't expensive, I think it was about $20 or something, $20 or $30. Yeah. But, oh, it may or may not work. It's one of the risks we take. Okay, a bit more for the Mailbag. Just arrived today. I've got no idea what this is, we'll find out in a second. Oh, look. It's another camera. I think I might have been carried away buying cameras. Anyway. So what does it say here? Yeah, generic stuff. Nothing filled in. Here we go. 3.6mm lens. PAL 12 volt. Sony 700 TV lines. Yeah. Usual mounting kit stuff, which I never use. The screws which break when you screw them into things. There we go. So it says the same thing as the sticker on the outside does. Not very exciting, is it really? Another camera. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll get used. I always use them eventually. I'm not quite sure why I ended up buying 3. Yeah. Now, we're done. If I can push the button on the camera. Okay, a bit more for the Mailbag segment. These just arrived today. One of them I'm a bit concerned about. I'll explain why in a minute. So, let's just, you can see, it's been opened up. So, I've got this one here. This is AliExpress, that's eBay, this is eBay, if I believe I got that right anyway. So look. What do we have? Oh, this is eBay as well. Okay. So another little amplifier. 1 to 2,000 megahertz of greater than 30 dB apparently. So little SMA connectors on it. Yeah. So there we go. Let's get a close up of this. Close can I get with this? There we go. Pretty simple thing. Looks like they're nice enough made, eh? Construction looks good enough. I believe this was a 12 volt unit, so they can go with the other one I purchased, and I know I'll have use for those at some point. Now this one here, when I was checking the tracking a couple of days ago, I noticed it said it's been damaged, and sure enough it's ripped. So I'm hoping it is all still in there. Yeah, certainly am hoping. Okay, it's in a bag. Phew. Well done, seller. Did a good job there. Okay, guess I got lucky. Because if they're individual ones like this, they could easily come out of that hole. So these are little attenuators. Are they attenuators? No, sorry, DC blocks. That's right, DC blocks. So these things here. Let's see, there's a rated at 100 watts apparently. 100 watts. I think they're all the same one. ADJ 8078. ADJ 8078. ADJ 8078. Yeah, so these are all the same units. I'll give you a close up. So I got these because my spectrum analyzer states a 0 volt DC input, which worries me slightly. So there we go. It looks like a bit of a home built job really, doesn't it? But anyway, a DC block's a DC block. But yeah, 4 of those. So I thought I'd just stick some of these in a couple of bits of gear just to help protect them. So I know my spectrum analyzer doesn't allow for any DC input, so it's just, you know, well, one thing done. Right. Yeah, stick one on there. But yeah, I'll stick a couple of bits and pieces around and just protect all my bits of gear. Seems like a pretty good plan, you know. Bit of isolation can't be a bad thing, can it? So right, and on the Boonton, I'll stick it on that as well. Because I do know that on my Boonton, which is just here, when this is on, it introduces noise into this counter. So let's just have a look at this now. Give it a chance to turn on. Because those are teed off the same input on the back of my my bird watt meter there. It tees off the back there, and there's actually got a couple of tees on the back of it. So I now see nothing. That's hooked in too. See what happens. You see that noise there? So, you know, it could just be a bit of RF noise coming out of this, leaking out. But I wanted to make sure it wasn't DC noise coming out. So anyway, you know, it doesn't seem to make much difference there. So that's probably okay. Let's just plug it straight in. Yeah, looks about the same, but I'll do it anyway. I'll leave it on there anyway. You know, DC blocking, you know, can't be a bad thing, can it? So I'm gonna leave those on there. You know, so yeah, that's that one. That's with the Boonton there, so I'll turn it off. Should turn it off. It settles down. So there is definitely some kind of interference between the two. I might have to look at doing putting an attenuator on the front of the Boonton instead. I was hoping a DC block would do it, but it seems not. So right, that's already 3 used. 1 left. Next thing is the disklets. Actually, I might just put this in this bag. How convenient. Right. Okay. Next thing. I believe this is the manual, an actual physical manual for my HP micro frequency counter. Yeah, was it 5342A? Is that right? Yeah, here we go. So I'd found a electronic manual online, which was okay, allowing me to do some testing and stuff on it, but the diagrams and layouts were not very good, barely readable. So this is now the proper manual. So it's awesome. The main thing I was looking at here is all these layouts. You can see here, you've got the part numbers on there now. You can actually read them, which is awesome, you know. Decent diagrams. There we go. Brilliant. Much better. You know, this is really what I needed, you know. Look at this. I think I was quite lucky to get this. I don't know how many of these original manuals there are around, but diagrams beautiful, nice and crisp, very nice. So what I'm actually wondering now is if I should actually try and take some time and scan this thing in. Pictures of the TCX option. Hopefully you can see this on the camera. So, oh yeah, cool, you can. So that's the T60, and then there's the other nice one as well. Right. There are some of these online on eBay, but I was looking at it and I wasn't quite sure if it was the right one or not. It had the right part number, but I wasn't sure about the connection. And yeah, okay, that looks right. Maybe we'll buy one of those. Yeah, so this is nice, beautiful. So I actually got this manual quite a good price, I think. I actually got the price knocked down too. I don't know what it was now, but I did get the price reduced slightly. Wasn't a huge amount, but it was enough to make it better, offset the postage cost. And the postage was more than a manual. But yeah, power supply section, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy. It's sometimes it's really hard to get decent manuals, you know, and this is, look at this, it's beautiful, really nice, lovely printing. So there's some other diagrams there, but yeah, awesome. I'm happy with that. You know, every part, and got the overlays for the part numbering, which is on the electronic diagram. You cannot see, you can't see that information because it's just black and white, really old, scanned, probably scanned in the 80s or something, you know, photocopied. And yeah, even things like these traces and examples here for calibrating it. What was that? Ooh, sampler, how to test a sampler. I didn't notice that in the electronic manual. Anyway, yeah, so that's great. This is probably on the pull the Mailbag out of the hell, but this is brilliant. You know, it's a big manual. There's stuff in it. Look at it all. So, well, I mean, I'd love to scan the whole thing, but realistically, I don't think that's going to be possible because there's just too much of it. You know, I'd spend days scanning it, and I just don't have that kind of time. Also a nice colour picture just now. I thought I did. There's the installation of that sensor with that. Is that on? That's the other one. That's the one I need. This one here. This is the part I need for mine because it's damaged. So hopefully I'll find one day. I've got eBay searches set up. So I thought I saw a nice colour picture. There we go. Pseudo colour. Anyway, yeah. Good. I'm well happy with that. What's this thing say here? Manual change. Manual upgrade change. 1979. That change notice there. This is February 79. No, both February 79. Interesting. Interesting. I might have to look through this stuff, see if there's any upgrades I need to do to mine. Right. All good. That's the end of the Mailbag. So, yeah, fun times.